Looks like the runaway train. Sunderland are going to keep on bloody winning as they open up a bit of a gap at the top of the table. But who's going to catch them? Who can do it? We'll take a little look. Nah. That's right, folks, back once again on a prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 11 over in the EFL League 1, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button to get your bang up to date all things Rovers related, Blackburn Rovers related, League 1 related, world football related. We're all here under one rooski. That's right, Sunderland. I think they put on a bit of a display this midweek to, of course, open up a 3-point lead over the nearest and dearest. That is Wigan Athletic. But, of course, the surprise package of the day is Plymouth at the moment in 4th. Of course, giving themselves an outside shot for a shot at promotion. We'll take a look at all of that in just a second. A big shout out to my VR bloody piece. I'm talking about my Patreons, boys and girls. Thank you for your support. If you're interested, check out the link down below, patreon.com/Rovers. But anyway, let's get cracking. Of course, we've got a lot to talk about. Here we go. Kick it all off with the results. Let me just slide over a little bit. Of course, for this past midweek, kicking all off with Sunderland against Cheltenham. It was a 5-0 demolition for Sunderland. I'm with a 2-0 win. Of course, big win for them as they, of course, keep up their dream alive for promotion this time around. Burton Albion against Portsmouth, 2-1 win for Burton Albion. Of course, they move back into the top 10. Portsmouth have had a shit run. They're down. They are down. Where are they? They're actually only in 13th. Of course, Cambridge did lose to Gillingham. Of course, I think that's back-to-back wins for Gillingham now. Charlton against Bolton. One just 4-1 win for Bolton on the road. Charlton are in trouble. I think Atkins has got borrowed time. He's on borrowed time at the moment. Morecambe, though, continue to defy the odds. Another win for them to move them into the 11th spot at the moment. 2-0 win over Lincoln Bloody City. Ipswich Town also hit 6th for Doncaster as they start to keep their dream alive with Macaulay Bonne up there with the top goal scorers. I do like Macaulay Bonne. Meanwhile, MK Dons against Fleetwood Town, a 3-3 draw, 6 goal through there. Oxford United, 5-1 winners at Accrington Stanley. Big win for Oxford. Meanwhile, Plymouth Argyle and Crewe duked out to a 1-1 draw. Rotherham picked up a win against Wimbledon, 3-0 win. Shrewsbury did lose to Wycombe Wanderers, and of course, Sheffield Wednesday's dented Wigan Athletics promotion hopes with a 2-1 win to get themselves back into consideration as well. It is going to be tight this season. I do think that the Wigans, the Sheffield Wednesdays, the Sunderlands are going to be the teams to stop. But of course, you can't rule out the likes of Oxford, maybe even MK Dons, Ipswich Town as well, Bolton. You've got to keep an eye on all of these. It's going to be tough. There's going to be some heartbreak at the end of the season. This is the table as it stands. Got Sunderland 3 points clear over Wigan Athletic. Both of those two sides have games in hand over the likes of MK Dons and Plymouth Argyle. Of course, Wycombe also got a game in hand, and to win that, they could go second themselves. As for the foot of the table, it's Shrewsbury, it's Crewe, it's Charlton, it's Doncaster going down. Of course, Charlton a bit of a surprise. Doncaster also a little bit of a surprise to be down there as well. Let's take a look at the prediction league. Here it comes. The kingpins for this week and this week alone was Shepherd. Well done to you, sir, getting themselves 9. Well done. Yeah, and Buster got himself a couple of into second spot as well. Meanwhile, the overall kingpin is MCO back. Well done to you with 54 points on the board so far. Well done. Of course, it is wide open. Still got a lot of points to be on the offer. Wherever it is actually Shepherd. Shepherd's down here in 15th. But a big points haul for him. Let's take a look at the predictor of the month then, shall we? Of course, we are entering into the month of October. Of course, the winner of the predictor of the month gets a Willy Wonka Golden Star ticket to the prize draw at the end of the season. You can be multiple winners, or basically you can win multiple ones. So if you won August, you can still win September. And also there could be multiple winners. There could be 6 of them. There could be just one of them. There could be 10 of them. And of course, they'll all get themselves a Willy Wonka Golden Star ticket for the end of the season prize draw. The prize draw will accompany or will win either a t-shirt or a $10 gift card. I'm talking about like a handmade shirt. Nothing like this. Nothing like that. We're talking about a shirt that says Predictor King or something, or I Am the Best, or I Love Dirk, or whatever it is. So the winner of the Predictor of the Month for League 1 for the month of September is Gaming Bloody Charlie. Well done to you, sir. Well done to you. Got yourselves a load of points there to get yourselves alongside Deepak the Great for a shot at League 1. That's of course will be concluded as we get into the month of October then, shall we? Of course, this is the code if you want to get involved, cut/League 1. So let's get into the next round of matches then, shall we? Kicking all off with some bangers. They all take place this coming Saturday. So let's have a look. Kicking all off with Accrington Stanley up against Ipswich Bloody Town. Of course, these two sides, according to my eyes, played each other 5 times in 2019. 2 wins for Accrington, 3 for Ipswich, and no draws. Biggest win for Accrington, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-1 win. Accrington staying without a win in 4. Meanwhile, Ipswich unbeaten the last 3, picking up quite a few goals as well. Of course, Ipswich last time they played each other over in Accrington was the 2-1 win for Ipswich back in March 2021. Ipswich coming to us on the back of that 6-1, a 6-0 win over Doncaster. Accrington coming to us on the back of that 5-1 loss against Oxford United. Look at the odds, 2-1 is your Accrington, 23-10 is your draw, 30-10 is your long shots. That's Ipswich Town. We're going to go with a win for Ipswich on this one. They've got the bit between teeth now, and I think they're going to start climbing the table, and of course causing some problems for the big boys. Next, of course, Bolton Wanderers up against Shrewsbury Town. These two sides locking on for the 7th time, the previous 6. 3 wins for Bolton, 1 win for Shrewsbury, and 2 draws. Biggest win for Bolton, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 2-1 win. Of course, Bolton just won 2 defeats in about 6 games. Meanwhile, Shrewsbury just 1 win in 6, as of course both sides going some hot and cold kind of form. Last time they played each other over in Bolton was a 1-1 draw back in League 1 in December 2019. Bolton beat Charlton last time around. Shrewsbury lost to Wycombe 2-1 last time around. Of course, look at the odds on this one. Bolton 43 on for the victory, 11-4 is your draw, 7-2 is your away win. That's Shrewsbury Town. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Wanderers on this one to get themselves a big old win and of course move the chains. Cheltenham Town up against Rotherham United, of course, duking it out this weekend. Played each other 10 times in 2006. 4 wins for Cheltenham, 3 wins for Rotherham, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Cheltenham, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way, 4-2 win. Cheltenham without a win in 3, in fact 3 defeats on the bounce. Meanwhile, Rotherham just 1 defeat past 6 games, of course climbing the table as well at the moment. Meanwhile, last time played in Cheltenham was a 3-0 win for Cheltenham back in League 2 back in March 2013. Of course, Rotherham climbing the ladder into at least as high as the Championship, of course. They've done amazing, but of course a bit of a yo-yo team at the moment. Of course, last time heading into this one, Rotherham did beat Wimbledon 3-0 last time around. Of course, Cheltenham did lose to Sunderland 5-0 last time around. Look at the odds. 3-1 is Cheltenham, 5-2 is your 11-10 on is your Rotherham red hot favourites on the road. 1-0 win for me for Rotherham. Get another win, and of course, to keep the dream alive. Crewe taking on Cambridge in the Battle of the Seas this weekend at what do they call it, Cresty Road. Played the 7 times in 2016, just 1 win for Crewe, 5 wins at Cambridge and 1 draw. Biggest win for Crewe, 2-0 win. Biggest win their way, 3-1 win. Of course, Crewe coming into this just 1 defeat past 6 games. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat past 4 for Cambridge. As of course they've hit a good bit of form. Both come into this 58% form. Last time they played each other over in Crewe was a 3-2 win for Cambridge in League 2. That was back in September 2019. Cambridge did lose to Gillingham last round. Crewe back-to-back draws for them. Heading into this one, 5-4 is your Crewe, 11-5 is your Cambridge, and 9-4 is your draw. I've gone with a win for Crewe on this one, and of course keep their good form going. Of course, put a dent in Cambridge United's move. Doncaster Rovers will take on Milton Keynes Dons at the Keep Mode. Played 14 times in 2004. 6 wins for Doncaster, 3 for MK, and 5 draws. Biggest win for Doncaster, 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way, also a 3-0 win. Doncaster back-to-back defeats for them. Meanwhile, MK Dons unbeaten the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws. It could be the year, guys. It could be the year. Heading into this one, last time played at the Keep Mode was a 1-1 draw back in September 2020. Doncaster did lose to Ipswich last time around. Of course, Milton Keynes picked up a 3-3 draw against Fleetwood last time around. Look at the odds. 10-3 is your Doncaster, 20-17 on is your MK Dons, and 12-5 is your draw. I've gone with the 2-0 win for the MK on this one to take it to the house. Gillingham will take on Wigan Athletic this coming weekend. Played each other 10 times in 2003. 4 wins for Gillingham, 3 for Wigan, and 1 draw. Biggest win for Gillingham, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way is a 3-0 win. Gillingham unbeaten, actually just 1 defeat past 6 games. Meanwhile, Wigan just 1 win in 3. A bit of hot and cold form for them at the moment. Last time played each other over at Gillingham was a 1-0 win for Gillingham. That was back in March 2021. Gillingham did beat Cambridge last time around. Meanwhile, Wigan did lose to Sheffield Wednesday at home last time around. Look at the odds. Gillingham 10-3 for the victory, 20-17 on is your Wigan, and 5-2 is your draw. I've gone with a draw on this one, 2-2 right down the middle. Wigan's rough form up against Gillingham's okay kind of form. We'll put this one right down the middle. Unless, of course, we're Fleetwood Town taking on Charlton. Of course, they are struggling big time at the moment. It must be must-win territory now for Nigel Atkins. Anyway, these two sides played each other 8 times in 2016, just 1 with Fleetwood, 2 for Charlton, and 5 draws. Fleetwood unbeaten the last 6, picking up 3 draws on the bounce though. Meanwhile, Charlton just 1 win and 6 for them, as of course they need a big. I think they need the win. They need the win more than Fleetwood too. Last time they played each other at Fleetwood was a 1-1 draw back in February 2021. Charlton did lose to Bolton quite heavily at the Valley last round, 4-1 loss. Meanwhile, Fleetwood did draw with MK Dons 3-3 last round. Fleetwood, of course, 7-5 for the victory, 19-10 is Charlton, 11-5 is a draw. I've gone with a win for Fleetwood, which of course will probably put the end to Nigel Atkins, and of course they'll be looking for a new manager into the international break. Are they involved with the international break, or will they be playing? We'll find that out. Next, of course, Lincoln City up against High Flyers Plymouth. That's right, these two sides have played each other 5 times in 2013, just 1 win for Lincoln, 3 for Plymouth, 1 draw. Biggest win for Lincoln, 2-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 5-0 win. Lincoln just 1 win in 4 for them. Meanwhile, Plymouth unbeaten the last 5, picked up 3 wins and 2 draws to boot. Last time I played each other in Lincoln was a 2-0 win for Lincoln. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game at the last 5 occasions. Of course, Lincoln did lose to Morecambe last time around. Meanwhile, Plymouth picked up a draw against Crewe. Odds on this one, 11-8 is your Lincoln, 90-10 is your Plymouth, and 12-5 is your draw. Gone with a 2-1 win for Lincoln City on this one. Again, upset the apple cart and, of course, put a dent in Plymouth's recent good form. Pompey up against Sunderland. Of course, these games are always lively. Now, these two sides have played each other 28 times since 1993. 11 wins for Pompey, 9 for Sunderland, and 8 draws. Of course, biggest win for Portsmouth, 4-1 win. Biggest win the other way was also a 4-1 win. However, Portsmouth without a win in 6. Meanwhile, Sunderland winning 5 of the past 6 games, 92% form for them. Absolutely incredible form. Last night, at Fratton Park was a 2-0 win for Sunderland. It's actually just, it's quite, over the last 4 games, it's 2 wins, either of the two sides. Of course, Portsmouth did lose to Burton last round. Sunderland did beat Cheltenham last round. Of course, haven't conceded in the last 3 games. Looking very, very good at the moment. Portsmouth 2-1 for the ratio. 11-8 is your Sunderland, and 9-4 is your draw. I've gone with a 2-2 draw in this one. Probably more in favour of Sunderland, but I think Portsmouth will do a result, and I think this will give them a big old boost. Sheffield Wednesday will take on Oxford United this coming weekend. Played each other just the one time since 2015, just 1 win and 1 for Sheffield Wednesday, and that was a 1-0 win, and that was, of course, in the EFL Cup last round at Hillsborough in 2015. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday come into this just 1 win at the past 4 games. Meanwhile, Oxford come to this just 1 win in 6. Sheffield Wednesday slightly better form, of course. Last time heading into this one, Sheffield Wednesday did beat Wigan. Oxford did beat Accrington, of course, heading into this one. Both of these two sides come into this picking up 4 points, at least 4 points at the last 2 games. Meanwhile, the odds on this one, 11-10 is Sheffield Wednesday, 12-5 is draw, 12-5 is your away win. That's Oxford United. Going to go with a win for Sheffield Wednesday on this one to get themselves maybe back in the top 6, or at least the hunt for the top 6. Anyway, next, of course, we're Wycombe Wanderers. We've got, who do we have here? We have bloody Wimbledon. Wimbledon taking on Burton Albion. Of course, Burton starting to climb. Of course, Wimbledon had a good start to the season, but gone for a bit of the rough patch right now. They played each other 15 times in 2011. 4 wins for Wimbledon, 6 for Burton, and 5 draws. Of course, Burton biggest win over Wimbledon, 6-2 win. The biggest win there was a 4-0 win. Wimbledon have actually gone 4 games on the loss for them. As for Burton, just 1 win and 6, both on 33% form as they head into this one. Of course, last night played Wimbledon was a 1-0 win for Burton. Wimbledon haven't beaten Burton in a long time. I'm going into the archives. Last time they won was a 3-0 win for Wimbledon in 2014 in League 2. Of course, Wimbledon coming into this on the back of that loss against Rotherham. Burton coming into this on the back of that win over Pompey. Look at the odds on this one. It's 65 is your Wimbledon, 23-10 is your Burton, and 23-10 is your draw. I've gone with a 1-0 win for Wimbledon. Break the hoodoo. Of course, 4-game losing run come to an end. And of course, they'll bounce back with a 1-0 win against Burton. And then finally, it'll be Wycombe Wanderers up against Morecambe, of course, at Adams Park. Of course, played each other 18 times in 2007. 9 wins for Wycombe, 4 for Morecambe, and 5 draws. Of course, biggest win for Wycombe. 3-0 win. The biggest win the other way was a 4-2 win. Wycombe have won 2 and lost 2 of the last 4. Meanwhile, Morecambe are unbeaten in the last 3, picking up 2 wins and a draw. Of course, last time I played at Wycombe was a 4-2 win for Morecambe back in February 2018 in League 2. Of course, Wycombe come into this on the back of that winning over Shrewsbury. Morecambe come into this on the back of that win over Lincoln. Look at the odds. 20-39 is your Wycombe, 70-4 is your Morecambe, and 30-5 is your bloody draw. Bloody Wycombe and Morecambe. It's bloody a tongue twister. You didn't expect 2-1 win for Wycombe on this one, of course, to give them a boost. And of course, dent Morecambe's push into the table. Of course, you want to get involved, cut.d/League 1. It is free to enter, and that is bloody League 1. Of course, get involved with the Pickaroos right here, right now. Of course, we're starting a brand new month. You could be the predictor of the month. Of course, get your picks in for the month of October right here, right now. Give it some love. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon. Until then, I'll see you soon. Until then, we are done. Zone.